Hey again guys, I'm Texas here and we're back with Tim, and this time he has Ritual Beast for us. Well Tim, go ahead and show us your monster core.
Alright, I play 2 Win. Basically this card brings out a Ritual Beast monster from your banish pile. That's basically what it does. The MVP of the deck. 3 Ritual Beast Elder. Basically gives you an extra normal summon for a Ritual Beast monster. So typically you want to go Con Hawk. That's the best thing. Then I play 2 Laura. I don't have the Pilicas yet, so I'm playing the 2 Laura right now. I'm gonna pick up those soon as possible. Then for the Ritual Beasts, Spiritual Beasts, I play 3 Rampengu and 2 Leo. Typically with Leo and Rampengu, Leo you banish a card to make your monsters gain 500 on the field at any moment, like during the other player's turn. This is why it's so good. Also, Rampengu, he basically sends a name from your banish pile and sends a Ritual Beast card to the graveyard. So you use it to do the ulti Con Hawk plays to give you ammo, so you can send it back to the back to the graveyard to search for your steeds and your ambushes.
Alright.
Then you play the other MVP of the deck, Con Hawk. He acts like your gold sarcophagus. Basically, you banish a card in the banish a Ritual Beast card. In 2 turns, it comes into your hand. Then I play 1 Pedalpin. He's you rarely bring this card out, but when you do, it's mostly to bounce a card on the field, a problem card on the field. Then my techs are 2 Gruta the Wind Spirit. This is like a shout out to the Kali effect. I saw his deck profile for Ritual Beast, and I like the little tech of Ritual Beast Gruta, because it allows me to go to rank 4s, and I don't own a Daigusto Emerald, so I have a rank 4s XYZs instead of 2 and 3 rank 2s and 3s. Then for the spells, I play 1 Ritual Beast Bond. This card is to banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters and ignoring the summoning conditions. So you bring out, I think you could bring out this card right here, which is insane because it ignores the summoning conditions. So instead of 3, it's 2. Then for spells, I play 1 Defissure and double Dark Hole. And the reason why I play double Dark Hole instead of like Regeki or Regeki Dark Hole, the reason why I play 2 Dark Holes instead, because typically I go to Pedalpin a lot, and I just play a little bit defensive and just swing for OTK. So when I have a Pedalpin out on the field, I just Dark Hole the board, and Pedalpin stays because it cannot be destroyed by battle, or no, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Oh, sorry. Then I play 1 Gold Sarcophagus, 1 Book of Moon. Basically, Book of Moon just disrupts chains. Like if someone tries to XYZ, you stop them. Synchro, you stop them. I play 2 MSTs, and MSTs are not as prevalent as it used to be, but this is just for a quick spot removal. Then I play 3 E-Tellies. The main problem with this deck is its consistency issues. Overall, this deck is amazing. It's just the consistency behind it. I play E-Tellies. I've seen most builds that they use Upstart Goblins and E-Tellies, but for me, I'm not a big fan of Upstart. I could see the reason why, basically a 37 card deck, but I feel that if you just use your cards wisely, you don't have to worry about giving your opponent extra 1,000 life points, and also you don't swing over 8k like consistently, so I don't use upstarts in this build. Then for the traps, I play 3 ambushes. This is your monster reborn of the deck. You search it out with your Conhawks, your ulti Conhawks. Then I play one Mirror Force. Then I play 3 Ritual Beast Steeds. Everyone hates this card. This is the Fire Lake of the deck. And the cool thing about this card, it's non-targeting, so it could get over Leo the Keeper Tree. Anything that cannot be targeted, it takes care of it. Then I play the one-ofs. I play 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Phoenix Chain, and 1 Macrocosmos. Then for the extra deck, I play 1 Ritual Beast Gaia Apelio. This card is amazing. This is the card that this deck needed. It needed a beater and something to negate stuff, which it came out in 1 card. And the cool thing about this card, it could get over towers by using Apelio, banish a card from their graveyard, and it comes out as 37. And when towers is out on the field, it makes it lose 500 attack, and it's back to its original attack. So you just swing over it, anything. You just swing over it and continue having fun. Then I play 3 Pedal Pin. This card is more for like being defensive, and 28 defense is a big ass. Not a lot of cards can get over it. Then here's one of the main cards in the deck, Ulti Conhawk. You return 2 Ritual Beast monsters from the banish zone to the graveyard to search any card and bring it to your hand. Typically use this card to search for your steeds or Bond, like any Ritual Beast card. This is like the main searcher of the deck. Then for your another small little beater, I use 3 Ulti Apelio. The cool thing about this card, when it attacks, it's unaffected by anything. So it's like a small little Armades, a little bit stronger than Armades. So if they try to defissure or like negate attack, it won't work. It won't do anything to it. Then for the rank 4s, I play 1 Abyss Dweller to stop Shaddolls or anything graveyard reliant. 1 Diamond Dire Wolf for spot removal. 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. 1 Lightning Chidori. This is a really good card. And I play 1 Castel. Then for the side deck, I play 2 fusions for Shaddolls or heroes. 2 artifact Lancias for against anything that banishes. So like Mirror Match, use it against them. 2 Flying Sea for XYZ based decks. And Fairy Winds for Cleese. 3 Fairy Winds for Cleese. And for Shaddolls and BA, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. And my crazy little tech, I use 2 Kaikus. The reason why I use two Kaikus, it stops anyone from banishing from the graveyard and try to banish anything from my graveyard. So and it's a small little beater. You could swing over like a Manju or Senju, and Necros can't search their mirrors, and typically they run like 1 or 2 Colossus. So they can't. There's no way for them to search their mirrors consistently. Then for Satellars, I use 2 Line Imprisoning Mirrors.
Alright. Out of your sides, obviously, you know, Necros and other up-and-coming decks such as Volcanics and Heroes. What else would you actually add or change to your side if you have the availability for it?
I would actually try to mainboard Trap Suns, because I run a lot of traps, but typically I use my traps during my opponent's turn, and you use steeds most of the time. So, to get the little extra bit of damage and making sure like nothing happens, you use Trap Stun over like Royal Decree or wiretaps. Trap Stun will be a great idea to add in mainboard or side. And for instead of using Kaikus, you could probably use probably a Chaos Trap Hole or maybe a mistake. Like mistakes will hurt the deck, but it will hurt other decks more. And since you run the Fairy Winds and coincide, for instance, like if you use like main deck, if you use mistakes and Fairy Winds, like you flip a mistake on Cleese, then you Fairy Wind all their stuff, like that. It was essentially more of a plus to you. You stop their surge and they can't pendulum, then you could continue doing their plays. For Necros, there's nothing really you can do. You just try to push for game on them mostly.
Alright, and now back to your extra as we go along here.
Okay.
Aside from obviously the obvious Ritual Beast choices, in your extra, what do you seem to use more often than most? And if so, what else would you change if possible?
Well, all the fusions, you use them relatively the same, like the same amount of time. It's for any given situation. So, like Apelio, you use him as your main beater. You're gonna bring him out if you're gonna attack your opponent. You use him to search. You use her to be in defense. You typically use your fusions the most of the time. The X, Y, and Z's, you use them as utility. Like this is your little toolbox right here for any given situation. Like there's a problem card on the field, you use Cassell to spin it back to the deck, and then it becomes a waste for them. Or same thing for like Lightning Chidori. Same thing. Like, well, this is actually a little bit better than Cassell because it ruins their draw. This is just for extra damage on board. Like for the XYZ, I would probably take out the Diamond Dire Wolf for a Daigusto Phoenix, so I could probably like hit for a little bit more damage than most.
Yes. Well, as you can see there, your all this side and extra choices, and now we go back even further to the main deck. If you could change aside from the Palicos, what else would you add or actually touch up in the deck? Obviously, because the meta's ever changing.
Well, typically for like a meta call, I would probably use more effect negation cards such as more Phoenix Chains, more breakthrough skills, or effect Gailers will be actually really good. Like and maybe try using that new card, Snow Rabbit. I really want that card. I want to see how it runs with this deck, and it will give me a chance to use synchros in this deck. And I could probably go up to use like level 7s, like the new Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, or Moonlight Rose, or Black Rose.
Alright. Okay. Alright, Tim, well, thank you for showing your Ritual Beast deck, and we'll be back later with another deck profile soon.
Alright, you're welcome, man.